Welcome back to another Morning Manna. I'm Pastor James, and thanks for joining me this week as we address pressure. Are you under pressure? The better question is likely, do you feel pressure in your life, in your relationships, finances, health, just too much to do? Is your life too busy? I suspect most of us internally are saying a resounding amen to at least one of those possible pressure points. Pressure can feel monstrous and destructive, but it's necessary. Pressure produces personal growth, confidence, and skill because when we're under pressure, we tend to step up to challenges we otherwise avoid. And when the pressure is unbearable, when we reach our limit of what our strength is, and it is at that point that we learn what God is capable of. I know that's not just from many points in my own life, but because the Word, the Bible, tells many stories of people under pressure. Joseph would rule Egypt, but he spent 13 years in slavery and in prison first. Pressure. The Israelites stood trapped on the shores of the Red Sea as they watched Egyptian chariots closing in. Pressure. David stepped up to a 9-foot Goliath with a lot of attitude and a little slingshot. Pressure. A teenage girl named Mary had to explain to her fiancé Joseph that her child had been immaculately conceived. That's pressure. Those are inspiring stories of impressive faith in a powerful God. We love to read them, especially since we know the endings, but the participants, the heroes, might not have thought those situations so much fun while enduring them. I want to experience God's powerful presence in my life, but I tend to forget that in order for God to dramatically deliver me, I must be in desperate need of a deliverer. If it is true that God is in control of our circumstances, and it is, and if it's true that God has a good and perfect plan for our lives, and He does, then when God allows pressure into our lives, we must have a good purpose for it. Maybe if we approach pressure with faith instead of fear, it will be an opportunity for our own growth and for a demonstration of God's glory and power. Jesus rescued us under the tremendous pressure, and He did it for our good and to glorify the Father. As His followers, perhaps we can expect God to allow pressure into our lives for His good and for His glory. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.